Hey there, my name is Brian Cowling, and I'm sitting here with my good friend John Leahy.
Hey, everybody.
So we wanted to talk to y'all a little bit today. We actually had CLA Title and Vellum Mortgage are putting on, coming up at the end of this month, what is called the Millionaire Agent Masterclass. And John and I have traveled around to different places around the country and shared some of this content and information with different real estate agents, mortgage companies, title companies. There's some specific things that we look at when we're looking at creating a sustainable business.
Yep.
And they'd like us to share that with some of you. So we want to talk about what some of those things are that we're going to be covering in the Millionaire Agent Masterclass. Because when it comes down to it, most of us are probably looking for a way to have a better, more sustainable business, right?
And that's what it's all about. And we're really excited to be able to share our story and really the strategies that we've employed and developed to help agents with the things that will help them have a sustainable business, a business where they can scale up or scale down as they need, and also the difference between a job and a business. And the difference is if it requires you to be in your business for you to run it, it's a job. And it's one of the things that we realized early on in our business is that how do we transform a job, which is you have to be there all the time, stuck to your phone, 24 hours a day, and working with clients that you love and the clients that you don't really love working with.
Well, because you have to.
Right, because you have to, and you're stuck to your phone, you're stuck working. At that point, you just realize that you actually don't have a real estate business. You're just working a job.
Right. Well, you know what? I think all of us can identify with the idea of where we get in our businesses where they're so dependent on us. We go on vacation, and you know what happens when you go on vacation.
That's when all the things go wrong.
Every single deal that's in the works, the second you hit the beach, the phone rings, there's an inspection going crazy. The people are wanting to back out of a deal. And so the kids are down at the beach, and what do we say? Hey, guys, I've got to go up to the condo. I got to get on the Wi-Fi, and I'll be back.
Yeah.
And it's kind of that back and forth that really got me to thinking about what are the different things that I could put into my business where it didn't depend on me. You know, you take a look at a lot of different businesses where it isn't that way. And real estate really is a business where you can do a lot of work, put in a lot of hours, and not make any money.
Right.
You can work a whole month and work your ass off.
Right. That's very true.
And then not get a paycheck at the end of the month.
And with real estate, if you do marketing, if you're buying leads from Zillow or from other places, you're paying up front for those leads, whether the leads convert into a client, whether the client ends up buying or selling. That could be months. In some cases, it could be 6 months to a year, and you're investing monthly. And you're spending money every single month, and your expense actually keeps on going up and up and up before you get a single payout, single return. That ROI is not an ROI immediately within 30 days. Our payout in real estate, a lot of times it's 6 months, a year out. Sometimes you close some of the deals 2-3 years after you originally generate the lead. So if you're buying leads right now, you would understand what I'm saying.
So a couple of the things that we're going to share in this class that CLA and Vellum Mortgage have decided, have asked us to come in. One of it is something that we created called the 4 pillars of a sustainable business.
Yes.
And we want to break those down a little bit and help you take a look at your business to see how do I rate myself in each of these pillars. And maybe you take a pen right now and a little piece of paper and you start thinking about the 4 pillars. The first one really is, do I have in place any kind of marketing process or system that consistently delivers a steady stream of leads?
Yes.
Okay, because it's kind of the easy button to say I'm going to go out there and buy leads.
Yep.
And that can work, but I think a lot of us who have done that would go, hey, I tried that lead source, it didn't work. And we all know how many calls a week do we get from people trying to sell us something?
Yes.
It's constant. And just so everybody knows, we're not selling anything. We have nothing to sell, no product. We've just been asked to come in and share some of this great information. So that's the first thing we want to take a look at in that particular sector. John, I think we're going to be sharing one of the ads that you've used in the past. Probably, would you call it your #1 listing creator?
My #1 listing creator and my #2 listing creator.
Okay.
I'll be bringing it along. I'll be sharing that.
Okay.
Yeah. And
the content there, and there's a little process that we use called message to media to market match when we're taking a look at content. I have to say that one of the biggest problems that I see is real estate agents are never really taught what their content should look like. What should be in the message that is going to match the market that they're pushing to. So we end up shooting videos or posting pictures. I got to say the biggest throwaway ad is when you see the little ad that just says, hey, I'm a real estate agent.
Yes.
Please pick me. Well, let's say for all your real estate needs.
For all your real estate needs, and I'm number one. I mean, that's we can poke fun because if you look at my ads back in, when I got started in real estate back in 2005, those were the ads I used to run, and I remember I always wondered why nobody called me.
Right. Well, and the problem isn't necessarily the content. It's just content is always wrong when everybody's doing the same thing.
Yes.
So when you have a sea of people saying exactly the same thing, nothing stands out.
Right.
So the content would be good if there was only maybe one person doing it,
exactly,
or two. But we all know everybody's saying the same
when
thing.
The mass of the all the realtors in your company, your brokerage are saying the same thing. You're just one among many.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then
so we'll go over some content there that is going to be really exciting. There's going to be a few things in here you'll learn about marketing that I promise you that you haven't heard before from any other broker or anybody else. This is some great marketing steps and systems. We'll even look at a 6-step system for creating your business from start to finish to run it into a sustainable business.
Right. Yes.
So we'll share that. Second thing on our pillar. What's the second pillar that we generally look at?
Appointment delivery process. And when you're generating leads, whether it's through your marketing or you're buying leads from Zillow or other places, leads is just a lead. Somebody needs to be calling those leads and converting those leads into appointments. And whether it be you or whether it's somebody else on your team, or there are different ways to do it. But we're going to talk about how to have the appointment delivery process that consistently turns leads and convert leads into appointments in a scalable and in a predictable way.
Now that's exciting because I can be on the phone and I feel like I'm pretty good at talking with clients,
yes.
Consumers, prospects, but who wants to do it long term?
Exactly.
It really is a grind to sit down with a long list of leads, and maybe we burn through them. We only get some of those on the phone. So then the leads that we got, maybe we paid for them.
Right.
Paid some good money. They go to the wayside because there's nobody to nurture and follow up. So what does that look like to create a process or a system around that fits into your lifestyle, that allows you to do? You really have to be honest here, John. The reason why we do this is to have a specific lifestyle. None of us like going to an office at, let's go ahead and say 6 a.m. we get in the car.
Yep.
And every time you get on the what's the
270
the
Beltway?
The Beltway.
Yes.
Don't you say the same thing? Don't you say, I don't understand how people do this every day?
Yes.
Why? That's why we do what we do, because we're not the right personality type to do that, to sit in that. Then go sit at a job, sit at a desk. We have tasks to do. No, we like to get out there and help people. That's what we do.
Right.
That's our personality type. So how do we create something that fits into that lifestyle?
And what would your business look like? What would your lifestyle look like if you can just focus on doing the things you really enjoy? What I find is a lot of the real estate agents that I've spoken to, that I've mentored over the years, they enjoy the face-to-face interaction. They don't enjoy the follow-up. They don't enjoy making phone calls. They don't enjoy chasing leads and chasing clients. And so we're going to show you how to transform your business model to you having to do all of those things, right? Instead of doing that, what if you can just do the one part of the business you really enjoy and you're actually good at? How much more homes can you sell? How many more lives can you change through real estate if you just focus on the one thing you're good at?
Right. So that's going to be exciting. And that really
Yes.
kind of leads us to number 3, which is really going to be covered in that 6-step process we talked about.
Yes.
What if you had some admin processes and people that freed you up to do what you love to do?
Yes.
There's a thing that we like to say. What if you had more time to do the things that you love with the people that you love?
Yes.
That's kind of how you say it. Did
Right.
I nail it?
That's what it is.
That's what
Yes.
it is. And I to me, I got to say, my second year in real estate, I was getting burned out having so much business. And this was back in the 90s. And, if anybody's a real estate agent in the 90s, there were so many leads we couldn't get to them all.
Yes.
And you just put a sign up and it went crazy.
Yeah.
But there came a point where I realized I don't know what my kids' names are. They don't know what my name is. They forgot my name is Dad, except when they need money.
Right.
They always remember your name when they need the money. what if just hiring an assistant is what I found it doesn't work? Because now not only are you putting in place your day, but you're planning somebody else's day.
Yes.
And then let's say you add another assistant. Now you're planning their day. So now I'm in charge of planning 3 people's days. I have more jobs than I need.
Yes.
So the admin process, I think you would agree, probably changed your life more than anything.
It changed my life. It changed my business. I'll tell you my story of how I hired the first 3 or 4 admin assistant and how it didn't work out. And I thought it was, I just hired the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned out that because I didn't have a system and a process to put them through, they were all gonna fail.
Mm-hmm.
And I was blaming myself. And at the end of the day, we're gonna share with you what those admin processes look like. So we can.
Not only that.
Yeah.
Most people just said when we talked about this, inside your mind, well, I can't afford that, not right now.
Yeah.
That sounds like it costs a lot. What if it didn't cost you anything?
It's the most important hire I made.
Yeah.
As I was growing my team, this back in the day, back in 2013
Mm-hmm.
or 12, the best hire I made was not an agent, it was my admin assistant.
So we'll look at some of those processes,
Yep.
and that's going to be a real eye-opener for some people, especially if you're looking to make that transition into having more, let's just go ahead and call it more you time.
Yep.
When you have more you time, your business has the capacity to grow more.
And we'll also share with you the ad to
Right.
help attract those admins if you want.
If you want it, yes. And then pillar 4 comes
Yep.
down to,
And at the end of the day, if you're looking to build a business
Mhm.
or grow a real estate team, right? The best thing that I can tell you is you need coaching, you need guidance. So it's the business management systems along with the guidance and training.
right.
Who do you know that's doing what you want to do? And just pick their brain.
So you found specific people that you started to follow
Yes.
and there are so many people out there. Some of the offices I've been in, people keep info really tight to the chest.
Mhm.
But there's so many other people out there who just say, hey, I've been fortunate. I'm very grateful. We
Yep.
love seeing a spirit of gratefulness and say, hey, let's give something back.
Yes.
So there are people who want to share their business management systems.
Yep.
I guess I could ask everybody to raise your hand. How many of you have ever been to college to learn how to build a real estate business? Is there a college to learn how to build a real estate business? There really isn't. Most of us are just winging it. We came into it, we were hard workers, we started doing some things, and then we just do it. But taking that business beyond ourselves is really that next step. And that pillar really is learning some business management systems. So
Yes.
we will share some of those systems
Yep.
and some of the things that we've learned over some pretty long careers to help enhance us and free us up from our business. So
Absolutely.
we get to go, I got planning a ski trip right now. Got a ski trip coming up.
Oh,
Got to go out there and get on the slopes. I miss it.
so you get to do the things you love with the people you love.
Exactly.
How would that business look like for you?
Right. And I can tell you this, when I'm on those slopes, I have the capacity and the ability because of what's in place to just turn off my phone
I love it.
and not touch it
And not
until
touch
I
it.
want to.
Yep.
So that's what we want to show you about. Any other last words? And really exciting, you're going to get to hear John's story. John has a great story of where he started at just, I think it was 4 transactions in your first year
Yep. 4 transactions my first year
and 5 in the second year.
and 5 in the second year.
And then you take a look at that and say,
And
if you keep growing at that pace.
and then I had a year where I sold 0.
Okay.
So
if you keep going at that pace,
Yeah.
1 more per year, by year 50, you'll be up to 50 transactions.
right.
Right. So something had to give, and it'll be exciting to hear John's story. And of course, I'll be sharing some of the things that I've been able to experience as well. So we look forward to seeing you. This is coming up, the Millionaire Agent Masterclass. Just look below for the dates and times, and we look forward to seeing you then.
Awesome.
All right.
See you then.
All right. Thanks now.